If we see the cross in this box, we know it'll rain. Village producers are then informed and can make arrangements.
For more than a decade, rain-fed agriculture, the main livelihood, has been heavily affected by climate change. This situation resulted in rainfall deficits and drought. This had major consequences such as the decrease of agricultural yields leading to food shortage.
In the past, we were getting climate information from a bird that signaled when it was nearing the winter season. At work, at work, at work. From the third month, we would begin to sow millet. But this last decade, after the first rains, there was a very long break which caused serious losses.
With this in mind, the NGO ActionAid, which is promoting agroecology and natural resources, has had a partnership with the National Agency for Civil Aviation and Meteorology of Senegal, ANACIM, to facilitate the access and use of climate information by producers.
La prise en compte des prévisions météorologiques.
Taking into account meteorological forecasts, information can be considered as an agricultural input that can improve the performance of producers in the field. We make information available to the Agroecology and Resilience Project at the beginning of May of each year on the intensity of winter. This is done mainly to allow partners to make a decision on the system of agriculture to put in place, but also on the exact starting dates of the rainy season.
De faire des choix sur le système de culture à mettre en place. Ouais. Mais aussi, nous leur donnons aussi des informations.
During winter, we provide them with a forecast of 2 to 10 days to allow them to plan their agricultural activities. For example, plant spraying, fertilizer application, weeding, or even livestock watering.
This experience first allowed 12 villages in Missira, Kédougou and Niodior to better address the climate change that threatens the agricultural productivity of smallholders.
Agroecology and Resilience Project improves communities' livelihoods in adverse impacts of climate change. This project is being implemented in 3 zones to support communities in finding solutions to these negative impacts of climate change on natural resources and livelihoods, as well as women's sources of income.
Thus, 18 meteorological community liaison officers from 18 villages in the intervention zone of the project are trained on the understanding and dissemination of climate information. Each liaison officer is equipped with a mobile phone for the reception of weather forecasts from the weather officer and a daily pre-bulletin board for broad dissemination of information to the entire village.
I am the community liaison officer presented with the phone where I receive climate information daily. When they call to inform me of a risk of storm for fishers, I put a cross in the red flag box.
The board displays several options in the form of daily forecast images showing a rain with thunderstorm, a rain break, a rain possibility, and a space for the alert, flood, drought, bushfires, and maritime alerts on the situation of the sea by green, yellow, and red flags for the specific case of island villages such as Fayago, Diamniadio, and Niodior.
When I see the cross in the rain risk box, I take my precautions knowing that it may rain.
The community liaison officer puts a cross under a picture of the day after receiving the information by telephone from the weather service so that all the village is informed about the daily rain forecast and the possible alerts on the hazards and the situation of the sea.
When the weather officer calls to inform us that it will rain, I put a cross in the rain box so everyone goes to the field to sow. On the other hand, if we are told that it won't rain or that there will be risk of storms or lightning, we stay at home waiting for the return of the rain.
This project has already had an impact on both the people and the community. Women thus acquired a better respect of the technical tools, the choice of seeds adapted to the rain cycle, the safety of productions.
At the beginning of the year, if we were informed that it wouldn't rain much, we use early varieties. With climate change, we had a lot of challenges because we didn't even manage to harvest 50 or 100 kilograms. But today, we managed to have 300 to 500 kilograms.
Moreover, communities are less exposed because they are aware of the risk of thunderstorms and thunders.
The other day I went at sea, but when I got to the boat, I saw that the liaison officer checked the red flag, and immediately I warned my colleague to return home, but he was not so much pleased with my decision. So we went back home, but before undressing, the rain started, a very heavy rain, thunderstorms, the sea was so rough. Oh, that day I prayed for Action Aid because thanks to this boat, my life was saved.
The board is so important that we cannot even imagine it. At this moment, if there is any risk, we will be informed by the village liaison officer by signs on the board and won't take chances to go at sea because seafood picking is our main activity.
Hence, considering the results obtained and the impact of the project on the community and the beneficiaries, it is important to sustain this project.
Keep our crops in our store, which allows us to lend seeds to producers with a low interest rate to sustain the project. In the past, we were gardening with difficulty because we didn't have water. Thanks to this project, we have water tanks and equipment to do our gardening properly. Better still, we benefited from this dike protection against runoff.
Therefore, there will be income-generating activities to maintain the interaction between farmers and the weather service and allow them to continue to benefit from the access and dissemination of meteorological information at the community level.